Weird. Weird. Oh, I was checking chat. I was trying to figure out what was going wrong. It kept disconnecting me for some reason. Not that I wasn't paying attention. It was that I wasn't sure what was broke. Something was broke. And I don't know what. It just all of a sudden started working again. So there you go. You know, we're here. Don't worry. I wouldn't say nothing interesting. Nothing at all. The standard stuff. There you go. Bob the Second. And back up here. Gotta go check something. Hey, local recording. Yeah, your local recording lasted for 0 seconds. Cool. Alright, well, let's get rid of you. File is open. Oh, it lasted for supposedly 39 seconds before it shut down. Weird. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That was odd. Debug mode cheating? Yeah. while sitting in a field in perfect health. Sure, we can go with that. All right, so yeah. Hey everybody, I'm Vorm. We're live now for reals, and we're gonna play some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We're playing Bob II, Morbid Mouse, trying to become a mouse. We're not there yet. We're close, and we've run into a few problems, a few roadblocks. What's on the list today? Well, funny you should ask, because I'm gonna tell you. The list today, as I have assembled, is I need a syringe, I need a storage battery with some power in it, and I need mouse samples, of course. I need those things. Those are the things that I need. And then we're going to need some more food. I'm getting a little low on decent caloric food. So we're going to have to, unfortunately, go get some more food. Or figure out something else we can craft. To keep me going. So, you know, things like that. So here we are. We're outside of our no longer valid dairy farm after the game blew up all my cows. Thanks, game. Thanks. Nah, there's no way I can make that ammonia stuff. I looked into it. Apparently that's the way it's supposed to be now, and it's just not going to happen. I mean, have you looked at the requirements for this stuff? I mean, this is the thing. These are the things I have to make in order to make that ammonia they want you to use. Look at these things. 1,600 times as long. 33 more likely to incur failure because of look at all these things. This is what you have to make the damn stuff. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you got to have all of these things. I don't know what the plan is and when they're going to implement something, but I mean, come on. What's the point of having stuff like this? Who is ever going to do that? Oh yeah, you know, not gonna happen. So we're gonna have to go the other route. We're gonna have to go the lie route. So for base mutagen, as you can see, liquid ammonia, that stuff is nonsensical and crazy, and we're not gonna do anything with it. And so we're gonna have to go the lie route, lie powder. It's gonna take time, unfortunately, and this whole mutation process apparently right now takes so long. It's so long. So many things needed, and it takes so long just to get the things, get the materials, make the things you're going to take, and then apparently you need a whole bunch of them. And even when you have all that, the mutation process itself now takes really crazy long time, because it's now a mutate over time process through a vitamin system setup where you have to inject yourself with 2 different types of essentially mutation vitamins. A general mutagen and then a specific tailored mutagen of whatever type you're trying to mutate into. So you got to raise your levels of those to certain levels. Then you have to wait, and after, I think it's every 45 minutes, it does like a check to see if you might be able to mutate. And if you don't, it makes the next chance more likely, but it drops over time naturally, as well as every time you do mutate, it takes a big chunk out of it, and then you have to take a little bit more, and then you have to wait again. But you can't go to sleep during the process to help speed things up because there's pain involved and torso damage involved, and you're going to keep waking up if you try to sleep. So you can't do that to try to speed it up. And I haven't yet experienced it myself, but in prep for this, I've been doing a little bit of reading on some of the info. Don't have any real good firm handle on it yet, but I got a plan in place what we're going to do, but I suspect it's just going to take a really long time. So it's not going to be anything that we're going to get to real soon. But before I do all that, to get everything prepped and ready, I need a syringe because I want to do the high quality stuff. We're going to directly inject it, the more powerful versions, what essentially used to be serums of the two different types. And then I need a syringe to do that. We're going to need to craft up a boatload of lye. And to do that, I need to get a whole bunch of power in my electrolysis kit. Otherwise, I'll be constantly slotting in car batteries to try to do it. And I don't want to do that. And we're going to need tons of, well, we need mouse samples, which we can get from squirrels and things like that. It's just a whole thing. There's a whole thing. We got a whole bunch of stuff we got to do. And by the time it's going to take and me having to, you know, keep surviving, we're going to need food and other stuff. So I need a syringe, I need a storage battery with some better power for the electrolysis kit. We got to batch craft a whole bunch of lye, which will turn into lye powder, which will then craft into mouse mutagen and mutagen catalyst. We need a whole bunch of samples for mouse, and then we can start taking the stuff. So, yeah. All right, so that's the plan, but we're not going to get to it anytime soon. I got to have a fair quantity of the stuff on hand before I start, because I want to make sure I maintain my vitamin levels of mutagen. I don't want to just have a few doses and take it and not get to the stage that I need of the amount of vitamins in my system, have it wear off all the way back down to 0. I need to just let it ride for a bit, then re-inject to boost it back up to a certain level, then let it fall, you'll see. You'll see. But basically, I need to make sure I have a pretty good supply of it on hand when I'm going to start that whole process. I can't wait to see what a lot of the notes mention torso damage during these processes. And I can't wait to see what a strength 5 low hit point character is going to encounter with regular torso damage. I don't know if that torso damage is scaled as like a percentage damage thing, or if it's just a flat damage thing. And it's like on a standard 8 strength character with 86 hit points, normal, it's not that big a deal or can be mitigated. Whereas a 30 hit point super low strength character with some of the traits that make you a lot less hit points, if they just instantly die from trying to mutate. I don't know how they have that damage set up and how it's going to actually be applied. So good times. It'd be hilarious if we spend all this time getting the mutation stage. I take my first few doses and then I die from torso damage instantly. That'd be funny. Okay, I would have some feedback for the process if that happens. All right, yeah. So the whole ammonia thing, yeah, that's a bit silly right now. Can't craft stuff my mouth full with condensed milk because we have no cows. I can't get milk because the game screwed me. I got screwdified by the wandering hordes mechanics. Took out all the cows in my nice safe farm by dropping zombies behind the fence. Apparently you can find liquid ammonia in old style labs. Yeah, I actually thought of that, and I created a test world, and I jumped into the test world, and I went on a hunt for some of that, and I found liquid ammonia in an old style lab. 1 dose. 1 drop of ammonia per occurrence. No, I don't know if it's random how much ammonia is supposed to be available, but it was 1 ammonia. It was like a sealed liquid tank, and it had 1 ammonia in it. I stopped looking after that. We're just going to do lye. Lye is, while it may be time consuming, it's relatively easy component wise and hella safer. So we're just going to do that. All right. What does mutating actually do for you? Oh, tons and tons of fun stuff, if you can get to it. So if you're not familiar and you're newer to the game, mutating used to be a lot easier. Like some of the many systems in Cataclysm, it's been undergoing a pretty radical shift in the current experimental phase. We've had a number of pretty major system shifts during this current experimental cycle. From the last stable, we're in the experimental build-up to the next stable release. This is where all the fun stuff gets developed and dropped into the game and tested and complained about and adjusted and so on. So we're right in the middle of that. So they've made it way more, I don't know if it's harder necessarily, but it definitely does look like it takes a lot more effort and time to get to than it used to. And that's not just the fault of the most recent change to the actual straight mutation system, but also changes to previously to the tools that you need to acquire and the scarcity of old-style science labs and various things have changed it. But all in all, it's harder. But mutating, when you do mutations, there's like, I don't know how many we have now, 25 different mutation lines. A lot of them mimicking animals. So I'm going to be a mouse mutant. So it's going to make me tiny. It's going to make me fast, dodgy, give me a hypermetabolism, give me night vision, a bunch of different things. But there's a whole slew of abilities that are tied to specific mutation lines. There's both good and bad mutations that will occur. Not all mutations are beneficial. Some of them are going to be horrendously painful and hurtful and make me cry. But, you know, we're going to have fun with them anyway. But there's tons of them. We don't even have all of them on the wiki anymore. I mean, it's always fun to talk about the Cataclysm wiki, but you can't go there to get all the details because we have like 3 new whole mutation families or trees that aren't even on the wiki. Plus all these other changes. But yeah, it's going to do some fun stuff, but it's going to take me a little bit longer to actually get everything prepared. So we got some driving to do. Yay, we're driving in the Humvee again. Where can I go find a syringe that's not going to instantly get me killed? I was thinking like body sites, drug body sites, but I don't think there's actually that many syringes that drop at drug body sites. So where do I go when I'm specifically hunting for a syringe? Usually I end up picking one up when I'm in a lab. Sewers? Oh, I'm not going into the sewers. That's one of the most dangerous places in the game. See Bob the First. We are now Bob the Second. Sewers are horrifying places to go into nowadays. But yeah, I'm trying to think where, if I'm specifically looking for just a syringe. Pharmacy probably. We actually had, where do we have a, didn't we have a pharmacy I was trying to get into? That one, but we had the problem of all the cities are so stuffed with enemies now. And we are now, what's the date? Day 80. Crap. I think we're mostly out of the Moonlight bonus phase, so I'm back to no night vision, so raiding cities is going to be a nightmare. Getting anywhere near cities is going to be a nightmare. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, we might just have to go explore unknown territory and hope we happen across one while I'm looking for some power storage batteries. So here we are currently. I think south is the closest. That's kind of an ugly direction. Can't get over there easily without going around Isherwood, which sends me all the way over there and then down. It sends me into a river nightmare eventually. Never happy about that. Way to the northwest. We've gone north quite a distance already. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really trying and hoping I can avoid having to go into research facility or TCL. At this stage of evolution and with double the normal zombies, they're going to be absolute nightmares. I mean, they're going to be full of the nastiest stuff ever. Research facilities more so probably than the TCL, at least the top level. Yeah, they're gonna be absolutely horrible, just nightmare-inducing. They're gonna be so bad. So many super high-level zombies, so much shock and acid and super punch and all the other stuff. Yeah, we've traveled quite a bit already in this run. I can't expect it. I don't generally find syringes in just general houses, unless it's a really rare loot item. The necropolis. That's where I'll find a bunch of syringes. I just have to go clear the necropolis. It'll be my last opportunity to clear the necropolis. Since it's been removed. Which of the... Do any of the zombie types? I don't think hazmat zombies have a syringe on their drop list. Maybe? I don't think so. I know there's like a feral doctor variant. I don't know. I'm having a hard time remembering where they might pop up. It's likely going to be just the standard hospital sites. Maybe the dump. Maybe the regional dump. There's all sorts of weird stuff at the regional dump. I think if I were going to check anywhere, it would probably be back at the dump. How far am I from that? We got one of the... Yeah, it's just south of me. That's right, it's just south of me. Let's go check the dump real quick. There's not too many enemies near the dump that we've seen, so we can go search the dump real fast. I'm also going to search for a storage battery. Maybe we can get lucky and find a storage battery there too. Yeah, let's try that. All right, so character-wise, here's Bob and Bob's stuff. We're mostly in Army Man gear. We're kitted out in pretty much standard Army Man gear. We do have a hard chest guard. I went with that instead of... We've got a lot of choices. We've got plate mail. We've got Kevlar vests. We got all sorts of stuff. Sappy vests, and etc. But because of my very low carry weight with the 5 strength, and I need to stay a fair bit under that always, because if I take damage from combat or any other source and my strength drops, the pain is going to cause my strength to drop, which will significantly drop my overall carry weight allowance, which will then, if I'm over that new number, will sap my stamina really bad when I'm trying to run away, and that'll get us killed. So I got to be really careful about my carry weight. So I went with just the hard chest guard for some protection against thrown items and things like that. If I'm getting shot, I'm already screwing up. So I don't usually try to prepare against bullets because I find that fairly useless. Yeah, so we're going in just mainly Army Man gear with some pads and some guards and a Rivtech assault rifle because, you know, we got one, so let's use it. We got most of the gear. We got some pretty good general... let's dump some stuff here. We got some pretty good general tools and items and all that. We've got almost all of our reading done. We'll do a little bit of incidental reading as sleepy time allows. But we're done with the bulk of the reading. At least we got that completed on Friday's episode. Yeah, let's ditch. No, we'll turn that off first. Ditch that. All right, so full strength, tired. It's noon. I'm not ready to sleep yet. Let's go ahead and let's get moving. How's our gas doing, by the way? 43 and 15. I have not yet tapped that source just to the west. We still got 90 liters of JP8 sitting in a cargo truck right there. And I think we had one other gas source identified that I have since forgotten. We'll wait. Let's go ahead and go down and visit the dump site. See if we can get a syringe and maybe a battery. Hopefully we can cross those two off my list right away. We're driving. Actual gameplay starts at... I'm really kind of cheesed about the cows, though. That's so annoying. The fence was completely unbroken. So for people to know what I'm talking about, this is very recent. This just happened. But we had earlier found a cow farm with a completely intact fence. We went inside. There were, I don't know, a dozen cows, all happily munching grass and living their life. No damage, no problems, no zombies of any kind. We left for a while. We came back, and we didn't go in, but we parked just north of the place, and we read, and we slept, and we did some things. And then the next time we came down, it's all zombie cows. And the fence was completely intact still. The only way for that to happen is for zombies to have appeared inside or for the cows that just have apparently randomly caught the virus and all decided to mutate into zombie cows. But because if a zombie had wandered in traditionally, it would have had to have broken the fence to go after the cows. There was not a single fence break anywhere. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly how the Zao thing works. I don't know if they're decided in the game, in the world build process, if it's going to be real cows or zombie cows. Because sometimes there's a mix when I roll up onto a dairy farm. There's some zombie cows and some real cows mixed. And the zombie cows, because I then enter the reality bubble into that area, the zombie cows immediately go after the real cows. And then they're all zombie cows. But I don't know after the fact. I don't know after the normal process if they do. And they can't, they don't eat or drink. They don't starve to death or anything like that with time passage. So I'm not exactly sure. I'm blaming wandering hordes. I'm pretty sure because I have the wandering horde system turned on. We had a couple of hordes in the area, and I'm 99% sure because I had the car parked just north of here that the game said, all right, I've got some horde that needs to unpack. It has to be outside the line of sight of the character, so let's put him on the other side of the fence. So it saw that there was a barrier I couldn't see past, and I'm pretty sure it dropped some wandering zombies into the cow pasture. And then they, of course, killed the cow, and then it all cascaded. But I don't know. I can't say for certain. That's my best guesstimate on what happened. Either way, all of my beautiful, beautiful cows are gone. Woodland whites in the middle of the road. Yeah, the road, you stupid things. Chipmunks. Okay. I'm not chasing chipmunks back into the forest. If I find chipmunks out on the plains or in the grass, fine. I ain't chasing them into the forest. That's a good way to get killed. Reindeer, exactly! Them chipmunks are trying to suck me into a reindeer ambush. There you go. That is exactly why I am not chasing chipmunks into the forest. Good to have my prejudices reinforced. Black rats? Ooh, can I get mouse samples from black rats? What do you think? I forgot the list again of all the things that provide mouse samples. Uh-oh, wasps. Wasp guards. No! Not right in my beautiful, beautiful dump. Not when I'm trying to get things and stuffs. Alright. Stay away from me, wasps. Show me syringes. Ah! Show me storage batteries. Ah! We're not quite to the part where most of the junk is. I gotta keep an eye on those wasps. They're killing everything and coming my way. And there's some inside there too. Damn it! No syringes? No storage batteries? Oh, weird. A lot less just random stuff laying on the ground than I'm used to. There's a lot of wasps in there. I'm not sure I'd be willing to go in there anyway. What else we got in there? Either Humvee with the mounted M240. I don't need the ammo from that. We got some solar vehicles with some storage panels. Another Humvee. A wrecked Humvee. Yeah, this is sad making. I was really hoping to get an easy syringe here. I don't need you, stupid hack pro. Yeah, the variety of just general stuff seems a little light. Other than clothes. Well, darn it. I don't think we had any other dumps real close. Where were the other ones? No. I think that was the only regional dump. Well, that was the only regional one that I have found so far. Ugh. Alright, is there any part of this I can't really see? That back corner over there, but I can't really get close to that because of all the trees. We can get a little better angle on anything. Nope, no syringe. Alright, well, go find another solution. Ugh, so that was a no. Let's see if I cut back down through here. All I got is housing, junkyard, and then we're in a dead-end cul-de-sac, butted up against the city. That doesn't help me. Go that way. I can't go anywhere without going back into the city. Steel plant. I don't think we'll have any real chance of having one. I don't know what's in this middle area other than a TCL right there. If I can even get to it from this side. No, you can't craft a syringe. Possible, like I said, I'll just find one either laying on the ground or at a drug site or something like that, but I think I will go back to the north and we'll roll to the west and then back south again. I think that's going to be my better choice. Have you played this with no tile set? I have not. I have no desire to play this with no tile set. I stopped doing that back in the 80s. Not this particular game, but games that use tile sets in general. I am not masochistic enough to play the game without a tile set. I was forced to do it back in the 70s and 80s. I am no longer forced to do it, so I don't. It's also partly a, I mean, my preference is to play with a tile set, but also consider it from a streamer standpoint. How many people do you think I would ever get to watch me play this without a tile set? I mean, yeah, I just no. No. The answer is no. It's a weird enough game as is. You got to make it at least a little bit more accessible to people that have never seen this type of a game before. At least with a tile set, it's vaguely recognizable, even if it looks a little wonky. But, yeah. No thanks. Alright, so we're gonna dip, duck, dodge, dive, and dodge, or dip, whatever the thing he said twice was. And we're gonna go around. I might stop and grab some of the fuel while we're over here. Keep an eye out for body sites. And, oh yeah, squirrels and chipmunks and those types of critters, especially out in the grasslands. Beavers, chipmunks, groundhogs, lemmings, and squirrels. You have an audio trigger anytime Vorm says, you instantly start paying attention to the stream. There are zombies, soldiers. Hey, zombie soldiers. Were you a squad that I let disperse previously? I think these were the ones I left alone after I lured them away from the site up here. Alright, stay over there, Shack Zombie. Siphon, JP8. Phil Shaganway. Let's see. Siphon. Still available tank. That one. Siphon, diesel. Fill cargo truck. Then siphon you. Shaggin' Wagon. Alright, there we go. Now we got a full 120 liters ready to go. We now have about 33, 34 liters left. Note. 34 liters. Oh, diesel Jeep. Don't think I needed anything else here. The plan is to go nothing but houses here, nothing up here. That I think would be helpful. There is a small dump on the outskirts here I might be able to get close enough to take a look at. Other than that, about it. I might be able to, yeah, I should be able to get right around there and come up this direction. We're in river territory, which is always bad, but close. Let's do that. We'll try to avoid getting shot by Migos on our way. Yeah, let's go north. I haven't been up north yet. How many people have you as a radio play? A fair amount. I get comments about that pretty regularly. Also as a sleep aid. Soothing, vormy voice, lulling people to sleep. Football field. Alright, we'll go check. Oh, look, house with a fenced yard. Guaranteed not to have 100 zombie dogs in it. Yeah, I mean, this, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Predator, hunter. Guarding the entrance to the city. I really, really want to avoid trying to go into a city or a research facility or things like that. Prisoners! Oh, they got the Apis hostage. They took the Apis hostage. How'd they get him? Poor Apis. It's not bad. Bad enough you got to be a mutated b-boy, but then you get kidnapped by aliens? Jeez. That is a rough life. Let's see. Oh, that's the actual full stadium. I can't. It's not just a football field. Yeah. Any syringes are probably going to be inside like lockers and stuff in there. It'd be funny if they were just sitting on the shelves down here with the paraphernalia. Leg guards. Apparently it's a good spot to find some leg guards if you got one of those martial arts that focus on the legs. I don't know, I've never been in this stadium, so... There's quite a few vehicles too, actually. Oops. What vehicles are up here? Any solar vehicles? Electric vehicles? None back that way. Can't go that direction because the forest is going to block me. The bus. Yeah, if that's got syringes, I don't know where they would be. Looking like there'd be an awful lot of zombies between me and the syringes. Uh-oh, they're going after the doggies. Shock zombie going after the doggies. Forage in the underbrush for syringes? Yeah, they do show up there on occasion. We might resort to that. I'm also on the lookout for storage batteries. So at the moment, I'm just kind of casually wandering around, checking places that might have some chance with a syringe while I'm looking for solar vehicles that we can yoink some storage batteries out of. I've had very poor luck so far. Hey, there's a body site. What kind of body site? Tell me it's drug. It's a drug body site. Now, come on. We got all this meth and heroin. We got a whole bunch of heroin. I want to make sure there's a syringe with the heroin. I don't see a syringe so far. Garter sheath. There's no syringe. Damn it. I found the drug site and there's no syringe. That's funny. Well, that's one of our chances right there. Random drug site. I came back down to the road because, you know, that's where the cars usually are. Dermatic nest. Gotta be able to rip out like a dermatic stinger or something to use as a makeshift syringe. Alright, we're gonna go this way. And of course, our good old wasps have shown up again. Not sure I'm going to get a good look at this dump through this one tile diagonal gap. An arrow rest, a single pin bow sight. Where are these? Oh, this is the outdoorsman store showing me these. Fishing reel, sneakers. I'm trying to search this is what I'm searching, so as I'm changing the angle, I'm trying to get a look at what items are up here. And now the blind spot in the vehicle is blocking me a bit. Carbon fiber hunting arrows. Best arrows in the game. Yeah, I don't think a modern recurve bow. That's quite the find in here. A modern recurve bow and the best arrows in the game. Yeah, we have no chance of using any of that stuff. It's way too high strength requirements. All right, I got a fair look at most of the dump with the diagonal pass we made. Nice jackknife truck. What we got going on over here? Shall we try a fenced house? Every time I try this, it ends up having dogs. They usually would have heard the vehicle by now and broken the fence. I want the door that I'm going to hop out of to be on the side of the fencing, though. Last time I did this, I parked the same way I just approached, so I had to cross the vehicle to get out and then hop the fence. And there was a mountain of all the dog variants. So when I hopped down and had to get back into the vehicle to drive, I had to go through 4, 8, 12, 1600 points. The parkour's a little faster, but still, it was a huge amount of points to get back in the driver's seat. And I almost got it. So by making sure I'm on this side of the fence, if there's a mountain of dogs, no dogs. All right, let's go take a look. I am still looking for some food. We need to keep stockpiling some. What do we got? A hammer, a sports bra. Yeah, that's the average U.S. household back shed contents. Good old tandem bike. All right, what are we talking about? Old pickles, some sugar, barbecue. I guess I should pick up some of this odd stuff if we're gonna make anything. We'll pick up a bunch of this stuff. Yogurt. That way we can make some things. Useless ammonia solution. Useless. I think I'm about done looking through dressers and stuff. I can't think of anything else I need or care about. Activate. Headlamp. What's in the basement? Nothing. Really nothing. Bad basement. Alright, we got some pretty good food items. Shall we try the next house over? Going through, let's see, if we're going to do that, let's go back along here to minimize our sight lines, hopefully. Oh crap, Gargoyle spotted me. Alright, run mode. Yeah, it's a good trip. Got some fine foodstuffs. Gargoyle, dissolute. Necro boomer. Ooh, shocker root. Now we're talking. Let's see. I just need to charge on through there. Alright, let's go fast. Damn it. Go under you. I want to go over the light post. I missed it. Or I mean, I hit the light post. I was hoping to juke around, but I didn't want to slam into the stupid zombies either. Yeah, it's hard to find with the number of zombies I've got in this world. It's hard to find houses that aren't. There's a dog infestation. Graveyard, incandescent husk. So much good stuff. Alright, let's go ahead and cruise around the edge of the city here, see if we have any more opportunities. Yeah, I think this is going to get me in trouble. Yeah, Shocker's still following me. Nah, we're not going to wait around for that. Hulk! Mushed up ambulance. Alright, so don't need anything there. I just need a nice solar electric car, bubble car, sitting out on the road. You know, kind of like that, but not that one. Let's take a look at it real quick. This is just a tow cable, diesel and a jerry can, and a tiny bit of diesel. Car battery with no energy. Oh, wait. Wait! What was I thinking? Gimme. Gimme. Install. Yay! No more blind spot. Until I hit the next bush. Alright, so I could have rolled south, and I actually might roll back south. Not ready to head through that northern gap yet. Yeah, let's roll back south. Oh, squirrels. Squirrels, where? Oh, squirrelies. Let's see. I need to change directions. Gotta fly through that gap. Oh, did they run away already? Are they? Oh, they're even further into the grass. Yes. Yes. These goddamn squirrels. Ah, there's 4 squirrels now. I can't kill squirrels with a Humvee. He's almost gone, but I don't want to move into the bush. Oh, damn it, now he's behind me. That's hilarious. I'm gonna lose my wing mirrors just trying to smush squirrels. Nope, nothing at all wrong with the collision system in Cataclysm. Working as intended. Super mutated squirrels. And a groundhog. They're going to be scattered so far around. There's another one up there. Hopefully they stop running for a second. I feel so weird doing this. Get in there. Oops. Charge! Did I get one more? I thought I had one more killed somewhere over here. Damage below me. I thought I actually had another corpse over here somewhere. Did I not have one killed up here? There it is. Alright, 3 squirrels and a groundhog. Oh, another squirrel in the area. Mouth of me. God damn it. Just got these guys out of the vehicle. Map note. I shall return. Shall not escape. Oh, we're gonna slide. Whee! I love power slides. Squirrel-induced power slide. Well, we didn't break any wing mirrors, or inboard mirrors as they are now. I still don't have a scalpel either to help me with the dissections. Oops. Alright, brain. How come you're not seeing... There he is, corpse. Butcher. Squirrel. Dissect. Butcher. We got a sample! Squirrel. Dissect. We got a sample! We got another man. All right. 3 for 3 so far. Oh, we got nothing. 3 for 4. 4 for 5. That's a pretty high rate. Hell of a lot safer than going into a research facility. Way safer. Yeah, get your stamina back. Alright, I think we only need about 50 more of those. So it's going to be river straight down. Alright, no, whatever. I'm just used to dragging corpses. I have no idea how big those are. And I only have, like I said, 5 strength, so... Arch enemy of every dog, immortal squirrels. Yeah, they would have been for zombie dog. He was never much of a squirrel chaser anyway. One of my dogs, way back when, he loved to get squirrels. He got squirrels. He would, they'd jump from a wooden fence to a tree in my backyard, and he would wait crouched behind the tree. As soon as they jumped, he would lunge up and snatch them out of the air. It was hilarious in a, horrifying way. You're fond of yard rats, that is. Alright, so yeah, if we want to be a mouse mutant, we need mouse samples. So we are gathering mouse samples. More squirrels! As best I can, anyway. Turn radius is terrible. Compared to a squirrel, squirrel's got the turn radius advantage. I need to get some distance and then hit him at speed. Where'd the corpse go? Oh, it's hiding behind the isometric grass. I couldn't see it. They were trying to hide it from me. Squirrel Corpse. See? I'm overweight. I'm overweight. Corpse of a fresh squirrel. 1.38 pounds. Something else is making me overweight. Well, oh, I picked up all that food. I haven't dropped that food yet. That's what's doing it. It's not the Squirrel Corpse. Ish. Ish. Alright, where's that other one? Did he scurry into the brush? I think he might have gotten into the brush. Yeah, alright, the other one got away. Gotta remember, I got a dead squirrel in my pocket. Well, that's not too useful. Pump or sewage treatment plant next to a mine. No solar vehicles, a ramp to nowhere. Ah, the good old refrigerated van. Bridge elevation will give us a little bit of a view with our telescope. What a dead end to nowhere. Oh man. That is awful. I'm not liking the looks of any of that. Ah, crap. This whole area sucks. Okay, let's see if we can do a turnaround on the bridge without wrecking the vehicle. Alright, big waste of gas, other than some squirrel corpses. So, my choice is to scoot back over to this side and down. We got a couple of endpoints. More big rivers, and it goes south for quite a ways. Out of the way, Gargoyle. Don't hit the car. Just don't hit the car. Oh, I saw a chipmunk briefly, but it's back in the woods. How far does my map go? Far enough. I don't need a new map. Don't care about that. Squirrel in the woods. Yeah, let's follow the road. $15 turkeys. Too bad I'm not turning into a turkey mutant. Oh, squirrel in the open. I see you there, squirrel. Haha. I need a squirrel catcher out in the front. Need a squirrel catcher. Gotta get me one. Alright. Drop corpse of squirrel. Squirrel dissect. Heard gunfire? Ah, gunfire can't be dangerous. Ignore it. Cool. 2 more samples. These samples are popping up way more commonly than I thought they were going to. Alright. So, for anybody that doesn't know, we're trying to mutate. To do that, we need to make mutagen. Mutagen does not take squirrel parts. This is just other things. Chunks of tainted meat we can get from any zombie. We just kill a zombie and chop it up for chunks of tainted meat, so it satisfies that requirement. We've got tons of bleach, and we've got to get lye powder. We'll do that, but what I'm needing for that is a storage battery that's got a lot of power available to run my electrolysis device. So that's why we're looking for a storage battery to power that thingy. But then we want to specifically turn into a mouse mutant. So to make mouse mutagen, we need that base mutagen I just talked about, and we need a mouse sample, and the 2 chunks of meat, and then I guess another mouse sample. I'm a little confused on why they're listing it this way, or hemostatic powder. Like, all right, whatever. And then I'm going to turn that into primer, so we need 2 of those to make a single primer, and that also takes another mouse sample. So I'm a little confused. Is it going to take me 1, 2, 3, let's see. Yeah, it's 2, 4. It's going to take me 5 mouse samples per primer? Is that right? If I'm not using the hemostatic powder? It seems weird that the mouse mutagen needs 2 mouse samples. I don't know if hemostatic powder can be made. I didn't actually look at that. Hemostatic powder. Alder bark and clean water, huh? Alder bark, good lord. Or we gotta go kill some ants to get some chitin powder. Yeah, this process is so long. Alright, well, let's keep going. We'll do what we can. Currently we are on a mouse sample syringe storage powdery jaunt. Yeah, back to the road. Alright, raccoons are not on the list. Uh-oh. Electric vehicle, but man, there's a lot of zombies nearby, and it looks pretty banged up. Yeah, that's a wreck. Alright, that doesn't count. Radio tower. I'd really like to get into that radio tower. Ooh, a library. This would have been nice to find earlier. And brick building's a library. I think I've already gotten pretty much everything I care about. Come on. Leave it up. Scurry on up here before any of those zombies come for me. Uh-oh. Predator. I think they've lost track of me. What do we get? Look at that. We got the survivor's map. Don't need the telescope. Don't need... we'll grab it. It's small. I don't think I'll ever fire it. Nope. They're still coming. Alright, we gotta get. Do not wish to tangle with them.